So this is my 4-minute video explaining my project. So this is my JavaScript Rails backend front-end review. So I have a third-party API calling to OpenWeatherMap, and I have my own API, a Rails database with Postgres that I'm calling. So here, I have my own database. I'm storing weather data in it from the third-party API, and I can. So first, I'm going to pull it from OpenWeatherMap, pull that data out, pull the records that I want, store the records that I want in my database, and pull those records out of my database and show to the user. Show to the user in the front end. So it's not very pretty, but it reminds me of college when I had a professor saying that in the future, well, this was like 15 years ago, in the future, there's be way too much data, we're gonna be overwhelmed with data, and that's so true. Right now, we get more, so I kind of feel like a data scientist here. So this project is gonna be on Heroku, and it revolves around global warming. The Heroku name is Boiling Forest, which is perfect. So I'm gonna be tracking temperatures, and specifically temperatures after sunset and before sunset, and how long it's going to take the temperature to cool. If it isn't increasing, it takes longer to cool at night. It means there's more greenhouse gas and it's heating up. So it's kind of like a proof that greenhouse gas is causing global warming. And I mean, there's a lot of science that goes in this. I know that like the ocean takes a lot of CO2 out of the air. So it's more than just simple and cut and dry. But so here's the screen. So right now I just call the database. It just called OpenWeatherMap, and I know that OpenWeatherMap only updates every 3 hours. Once every 3 hours. So if I do this again, if I hit this again, these values will not change. As you saw over here, like I call the database, and that's where I'm getting that data. I'm storing it in the database and pulling it out here. So I have it set up that I'm not going to overwrite those values. So it's kind of like a find or create kind of method, where it's like here, you see down here. So it's get element by ID or create that element. So I make sure I haven't created it yet, and if I have, I'll use what I got. And if not, we'll create a new one, which I kind of like. That's kind of going to my Ruby learning. So we have some classes, but so here I have it's very asynchronous. So basically, you're gonna call it, and it's gonna sit there, and it's gonna ask the user to display data. It's going to let the promise resolve, because the promise will not resolve until the JavaScript call stack is completed. So once that JavaScript call stack is completed, then you can pull that data out. So it's going to sit there after it makes the call, say, hey, do you want to see this? And if you say yes, it's going to use that data that's going to be in the promise. There we go. Okay. So it's simple enough. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, the science behind it is valid. I like the science behind it. That was the idea. So I'm just storing data. And admittedly, like right now, it's gonna be hard to do. Be checking temperatures before and after midnight. And right now, like this is a brand new database I dumped. I dropped the database right before I got in here, so that is gonna be empty. I'm gonna have to get that set up before the review. But that's kind of like an idea of what's going on.